Hey Tankers, Duck here. Today we have SolidHex and his Lorraine 40t, and he is on uh, Kharkov in a standard battle in a pure Tier 8 game. So, Tier 8 medium, French medium, soft skin, 4-shell clip, 2-second, I believe, inner clip, but a 34 second somewhere around there, full clip load. Can put a lot of damage downrange. 100mm gun with a 300 alpha. Penetration wise, we'll get into that. You're not running any gold, okay? And really, the HE on this thing is almost not worth carrying because it takes you so long to load the HE anyway. I would throw a couple. If you're gonna carry 4 HE, I might carry 4 gold instead. So Solid sent this in, said he had an okay game. Wanted some feedback on it. I've watched it already once. I even recorded a video, but I thought maybe I was being a little too critical. There's some mistakes I think you're going to make in here, Solid. But you know, all in all, it works out, and a win is a win. So not to give it away, but I just did. But could you do some more? That's when you play this tank, you have to remember your second line support. But to be second line support, you got to get in there and do the support, right? You have an ELC even 90 as your light tank. Depending on what he chooses to do with his tank, might help you understand a little bit what you need to do with your tank. Now, I'm going to approach this in the fashion that I'm an aggressive player, and so it explains my win rate. But I tend to play a lot more aggressive. I want to get my gun in the game and get some damage going. All right. So we'll leave it at that, and we'll go from here. I also noticed that you have Night Dog from the GFLC clan in there, and he's in his 53 TP, and he really likes that tank, so that should all work well. All right. Here we go. So you spawned in the north. You're headed over here to the west, which is where I would probably take this tank to because it's not a city brawler. All right. Although you can use it to snipe tanks, right? I mean, this is a wait till the right moment approaches, then get in there, dump your clip, and get the hell out. All right. So we're pulling up here behind this building. Now, my first issue with this is not where I would take this tank. The simple reason being is my ELC even 90 is down here lighting up the lower levels. All right. I've got a Progetto who's back here driving through the river. I've got 3 TDs coming in here, all pretty good TDs. STRV, SU-130, the WZ. You know, these are good TDs, and once they get in a position, I want to give them the ability to use their guns, because their guns can put a lot of pain into other players, right? So in my approach, I would probably, and we'll zoom out here, I would probably be heading this way and get up here into this area over here where I can still be, kind of hull down, hope that I have the support, and I would, hope that Progetto would come with me. All right. If I didn't see that these guys were going to give me a lot of support, I might fall back to here. All right. But I would still use my vision, because you have good vision in this tank, to try to keep this area as lit as humanly possible, because my ELC is now trying to light this up here and maybe get some vision in through here. All right, that's where I would go. So your initial deployment, not bad, just not what I would do, but I'm an aggressive player. I don't know what you're looking for over here, to be honest with you, because I can almost bet that you're going to see tanks to the right of you before you see them go through there. You're not going to get any shots on any heavies moving that direction. All right. Well, there he is, the Bulldog. All right. Pulling out right here like you did, given where he's at, he's going to see you right away. All right, he's going to light you, and you've just exposed yourself. I can't do that, but if we could... I can't do it. We'll go over here where he's at. He's not even facing your guys' direction. but you've already exposed yourself, as you can see, right? So you've pulled out right into him, right into what he can light, right? So that's something to be careful of. If you were going to do that, again, being right up here against this building is not favorable to you. I think I would have gone down and moved into either that bush or come up the hill where you can use your gun depression and then get behind this bush, right? It's what you're trying to do, but unfortunately, it gets you spotted. They miss you. You get a shot into the UDA or the UDS 14.5, which works out well for you, but you did get lit. All right. You're trying to stay already safe, I'm imagining here, because there is one already in the game. But he still managed to find you. Yeah, there you go. Use the bush. There you go. Problem is you don't have anybody over here to light these guys up, to get them lit, to proxy light them or anything. You don't have it. And they're far enough on the backside of that hill that you guys need somebody over here. You need even that even 90, maybe the Indian Panzer, you know, even the Progetto, or yourself. Somebody's got to get over here and light these guys up. There's a Panther 88 moving in. Got a Lorraine, Bulldog, Type 50, and an UDED's 14.5 over there. So you got some tanks that are not easy to deal with. Bulldog's rushing in. He's just raging, lighting up everything. Excuse me. Again, ELC even 90 hasn't lit anything that I can tell. We'll have to see what his spotting is after the game. We lost the Indian Panzer. Got spotted again. There's a charioteer over there. That's just a wishful shot. Hit the C. Reload. Keep that clip as full as possible, because at this point, it looks like you guys are getting ready to push in on the 88 and maybe the Bulldog. You want a full clip. You don't want to just have 2 shells in there and go, oh, crap. Oh, rush shot there. And another miss. Now you're in the reload when you could be punishing that Panther 88 after that WZ just took a chunk off of him. Alright. STRB is down. Progetto, and looks like, are you bailing? Are you? I'm not sure. It looks like you're bailing on him. But they've just cleaned up that little rush, so maybe you're changing your mind. Maybe you were going to bail on him. I don't know. I don't think I would have. I understand the moving around while you're reloading, so you're not, you know, bait for Artie. But you know, at the same point, at this point, you guys have a little bit more control over here. ELC even 90's moved up, and now he's kind of lit the UDES 14.5 and the Charioteer. You got a shot on the UDS 3 over here. There's one. That's a good one. There's 2. The STRB takes a pop at you. And you changed your focus a little bit while you were driving back. I think once I saw that STRB was turning, I'd have stayed right where I was there and at least dumped the last 2 clips into those guys and try to get some more damage. Or back here, you hit the reload, which is good. STRB takes a hit. You're doing the little runaround reload again. You'll see screaming for help. Dude, you put yourself in that position. Alright, WZ. Oh, WZ takes... Oh, the SU took out the UDS 3. So now all that's over there that we think is over there is the STRB and the Type 59. Looks like your Progetto is moving up. Maybe? Is it time that you guys are going to finally be aggressive here? You'll see even that he's clicking on you guys. He wants you to push in. Now, had you been over in this position, or had somebody been over in this position, this Type 59 would not have been able to take that spot. you know, easily. Right? Just words of advice. And we're driving around. Question I have for you at this point is, what's the plan? What's the plan for all four of you over here? All right, the Progetto's, he's decided, okay, we're pushing in. WZ, maybe? ELC even 90's lighting up the Type 59. Vladimir. All right, Type 59's taking on the Progetto. Now's the time to get in there. Now's the time. You got the WZ and the Progetto moving in on the Type 59. Now's the time. You got the hit points. You got to use those hit points. Get in there. There's one. There's two, and he's down. Now move. There you go. Hit the reload. Number one thing about these French autoloaders is managing your reload. Making sure that you have as many shells as possible when you have the time to reload them. You know, and while you're driving, while there's nobody firing at you, that's the time to hit the C. Hit the C and reload. Not gonna have a shot on that guy. You haven't taken a shot. There hasn't been a shot of opportunity. You could be in a full clip right now. All right. So I'm just saying that you got to learn to manage your reloads. Coming over here, and there's that Chrysler K. SU-130's moving back to Overwatch on him. STRV's over here. You're going to be able to get a shot into him. He takes out your mill. Now, this is a dangerous position where you're at right now because you can take shots from anybody here, and we don't know where the 26E5 or that SU-130 are at, and they can be hiding back here, and you're in a prime spot to get evaporated. All right. But you take out the STRV S1. You do hit reload. Okay. I would have hit it earlier, and then I would have hit it again. All right, Chrysler K's over there, but he's behind the buildings. But you're heading back towards the base. Nothing wrong with that. It doesn't look like he's made his mind up on which way he's going to go. He was going to push your base. Now he seems to be hesitating. ELC even 90's on base. Your WZ's going to move into Overwatch on him. Got your SU-130 over here. ELC's on base. There's the SU-130 PM for their side. 26E5 is over there somewhere. There's the Chrysler K. And he's out in the open. What is he doing? And, well, it doesn't matter because your SU-130 took care of him, and now he's dead. Alright, so now you're going to go back. I don't know if you needed to go back to base, honestly. The SU-130 was definitely going to do some damage to that Chrysler K, but better safe than sorry. Let's zippity-doo-dah here. There's the 26E5. ELC even 90 still screaming. Your Progetto's over here. .26E5 is a one-shot. I mean, Artie could sneeze at him and he dies. He's only got 3 hit points left. And he's down. All right, thanks to Artie. Artie sneezed at him. All right, so that leaves the SU-130 and their Artie. SU-130 is not going to present himself until he's in a position to do some damage, or he's going to run and hide. Staying low, trying to staying out of the firing lanes. That's good. You know, you got to be careful here because this is a firing lane over here. All right, you don't want to get caught with him sitting there and you're wide open. That's a firing lane. But at this point, I mean, it's search and destroy. The ELC even 90 is down. All right, but it's search and destroy. You got two TDs with you. Your Progetto's kind of going back in case those guys are headed back to base. There's the SU. All right, so he's moving in behind that building. WZ pushes out, but not far enough to get a shot on him. Of course, he could be a one-shot to that SU. You're pulling up. Now at this point, I don't know. I might have pushed all the way through. Pull up. Already hits you. Stuns you. Takes a good chunk off you. The SU takes another chunk off of you. I mean, that was dangerous. But you did take care of the SU. Alright. Now we're looking for their arty. You're on the reload. 42-second reload. Goodness gracious. Yeah, you're in a bad spot, buddy, because you got no shells, and you're wide open, and he's down. That's a victory. All right, well, you got a third class out of it. Spotter, Duelist, Fire for Effect, 76,947 in credits, 4,345 in experience, and 25 bonds. You did 1,827 in damage, got 2 kills for a base XP of 852. All right. You fired 12 shots. Of those 12, 7 hit, and of those 7 penetrated. So good hit the penetration. You did 4 shots went nowhere. We know where at least 2 of them went on that Panther. You got 921 from 300 meters out, and you spotted for 1,332. Made some good credits on a free-to-play account. Explains why you're not running gold. And you made some really good experience. So you have this listed as an okay Lorraine 40-ton fight. Yeah, it is an okay fight. I will agree with you. I think you left some damage on the table. I think, by your initial position, and then the way you approached that bush when you had the shots on the Oods 14.5 and that, I think you left some damage on the table. Not being as aggressive as I would be, maybe you left something on there. But I mean, if you're just learning how to play this tank, you're learning it fairly well. You have to excuse the grandchild; he's a little upset about something. If you're just learning how to play this, great. I don't know how many games you have in this tank, but learn to manage your reloads better. Always try to keep as many shells in that clip as is humanly possible. And, remember, there's a time where you have the hit points, you got to use them. And I think you could have been a little bit more aggressive on the Type 59. I'm not so sure I would have gone back to base, but you did, and there's nothing wrong with that. So, anyway, that's SolidHex and his Lorraine 40-ton on Kharkov in a standard battle. If you liked the video, hit the like button. Keep those videos coming. I greatly appreciate it. Please remember to hit the subscribe button. This is Bonsai Duck out.